What up, though? It's your man Detroit Mar back in the building. Y'all know what it is. Time for another pro tips. Mm. Still making moves like epileptics on roller skates, all while trying to stay sucker free, 2 times full, in a world full of lollipops. Check this out. Today's pro tips is an easy one, but it's gonna be hard for some of y'all to implement. Right? You can't have a reckless mouth and sensitive ears. Let that sink in. You can't have a reckless mouth and sensitive ears. A lot of y'all have gotten too comfortable with being able to say, well, I do, when I say what I want to say, I speak my mind, this, that, and the third. And the same people that will say anything to you have got the most sensitive ears. You say anything to them, they ready to jump out a window or something. It don't work. I remember I was in a cigar bar, it's a while ago, and most of my glasses are tinted because I sit in front of a computer all day. So I'm sitting there, this old man, I'm talking to one of my homeboys, old man limping up the walkway, trying to get to the bathroom. He limping, looked like he hula hooping. And he walked by and he stopped and he looked over to me and he goes, if this was the 90s, I would have thought you was Biggie Smalls. Now that'd be funny if I knew who this was. I didn't know this guy. I said, I hope that's a compliment. Cause you already on your Hopalong Cassidy energy, right? So his face is all beat. He's like, now why would you say that to me? I said, because I wanted to see how the other half lived. Me being the classy and you being the classless. You don't know me. That was funny though. But low key, it's just like we don't know each other. You shouldn't just be comfortable coming up to me. And this is the dude that I could have folded up and put it in my pocket, like, right? So fast forward about an hour, hour and a half. This old man then walked back and forth to the bathroom 7 times. And I told my homeboy, he worried about who I look like and ain't checked on that prostate. Nobody should be going to the bathroom that much. It ain't that much water in Michigan, okay? But that's the point. He was truly offended when I made a slight jab back, which is not the first thing that came to my mind. Let me tell you, because my mouth is reckless, but I have insensitive ears. I can joke about me. I can let you joke about me if we joking. But if I don't know you, once I get offended, we off to the races. You feel me? You can never tell somebody, well, you overreacted or you taking it personal. Everybody experiences life personally. So if you talk reckless to people, you should be okay with being talk reckless too. Time out. That's what half of these toxic relationships, and we need to leave that word toxic in 2023. But half of these toxic relationships stems from people expecting to be able to say whatever they want to people without you saying anything back. I used to hate to go visit my mom's church. This is the church I grew up in. I go to another church now. You go there and everybody tell you, oh, you didn't got to, you still pigeon-toed like that? Or you didn't got so big? And these are people who the same bigness they was the last time you saw them. And I would tell them, I can lose weight. What you gonna do about ugly? And then they, oh my goodness, in the church you said that? It ain't my reaction, right? This is basic, universal science. For every action, there's an equal and similar reaction. If you don't like the reaction, you got to chill with the action. And for most people, it's that mouth. They'll say something to you like growing up, we all played the dozens. Me and my homeboys, and even some of my guys now, we play the dozens. I don't play the dozens with people who don't play the dozens because I play the 36s. So people who sensitive, I always tell them, I say, listen, are we cracking jokes? Because I'm good. Everybody want to be funny till they find out I'm hilarious, right? And don't have me knowing too much of your business because I'm really going to let it, it's going to fly. I'm going to be J.R. Smith out there. I'm going to let it fly. So that's the thing. Like, we really got to get to a place where we're no longer being sensitive in the ears and reckless with the mouth. If you know you got sensitive ears, that might not be something you can change. That might be, tattooed on your DNA as it relates to, like, your personality and how you move. That's fine. Then you got to control this. Look down at your lips so you can watch your mouth. Look down at it. See how I'm doing? Look down at your lip so you can watch your mouth. Because you're going to walk around with your feelings hurt. For the people that I'm talking to, you falling out with people because of what they said to you. And you probably don't even remember what you said to them to make them say that. Old people real guilty of this. Because they'll just walk up and say stuff to you. I've had people walk up to me because I have a lot of tattoos. I might be in the gym and I had a guy walk up to me and was like, why would you put all that on your body? He's sitting there looking like a whole Shar-Pei. For the uninitiated, that's a real wrinkled dog. He looking like a whole Shar-Pei with cargo shorts on and dress socks and what looked to be nurse's shoes on. And I'm like, bruh, I don't even have 5 minutes to roast you like I want to. I only have it. But then when I say something to them, when they go back and tell the story, I met this big black jerk at the gym. That's not it. You went over there and you said too much. That's all it is. And then you found somebody who's always prepared. For some of the people that are like me, that are cursed with this condition of being able to have put downs on demand, put downs for me are like stem cells. It's 10,000 of them running in my head at any time. All I got to do is assign them, right? So if you know you sensitive, I don't have to watch my mouth. You got to watch yours because I'm not sensitive. You say something, I'm like, oh, okay. Half of the jokes I crack on people, somebody cracked on me first. Life is too short to be going through it super serious about everything. So it don't bother me. But what does bother me is when somebody say something crazy, I eat them up, and now they mad, right? Some of these trolls on TikTok, they the worst. They're Instagram, you a close second. They get on here and they'll troll something in your background. I had a dude trying to give me fashion advice. I went to his page and I said, nope, I'm fresher right now than he gonna be when he die. And the only reason why he gonna be a step above where he at is because somebody else gonna be picking out his clothes. I put that in the message. He tried to go back and forth with me. I'm about 9 put downs in, and I know it's gonna be people on here. My mama watched this. Well, you shouldn't be talking about people, but I ain't gonna. My grandmama daughter ain't raised no sucker, and they damn sure ain't raised no toilet paper roll, so I ain't taking shit off anybody, right? By the time I got finished eating them up, I'm laughing. It's 75 likes under one of my comments. 75. They in there, eating them up, eating them up, right? This same dude goes back and reports the video. Don't play. Stay on the porch. Stay on the porch. If you got sensitive ears, then you got to watch your reckless mouth. I'm trying to tell you, it's going to make your life easier. It's going to make your life easier. Everybody ain't me. There's some people that you can say the wrong thing to and they fly off the handle. They choose violence immediately, right? So you got to know who your audience is. Figure out how to have you some situational awareness. Y'all, a lot of y'all need a lot of that. Read the room before you say something offensive, because you might be talking to somebody who was waiting on one person to say something for them to fly off the handle. Now that's not me, but there's a lot of people like that, and you can't look at them and tell. You can't. You can't look at them and be like, oh, he probably ain't no killer. Man, listen. Watch the news. None of them people left the house thinking that was going to happen to them that day. Learn how to play to your strengths and to cover your weaknesses. If one of your weaknesses is you got sensitive ears, you got to learn how to lead with love. You got to learn how to lead with respect. We should be doing that anyway. But me, I'm a counterpuncher, so I'm not going to start nothing, but I will finish it. I'll finish it. You start off running your mouth, I'm going to help you run it. That's all it is. So that's a pro tip for today. That's going to help you in your relationships, group dynamics, work, and your ambitions. A lot of y'all talking yourselves out of blessings. A lot of y'all talking yourselves out of opportunities because your mouth is just too reckless. Don't nobody really care. Don't nobody really care. And to my sisters, look, I love y'all to death. I do. I really do. I love y'all to death. I married one. It is not special to have an attitude. It's just not. It's not special to always gotta roll your neck. You ain't gotta do that. Now all nationalities do it, but I'm talking to the crib now. Sisters, you ain't got to be the first one to have an attitude. You ain't got to be the first one to start talking. You ain't got to be the first one to do this. Because if you really want to be special, use that femininity as superpower. See, some of y'all playing yourselves. Femininity is a superpower, okay? Thick thighs save lives. It's some superheroes out here. I'm telling you, I've worked with women who were so feminine, you couldn't even get mad at them. It wouldn't matter what they did. You couldn't get mad at them. You like, oh man, but she's so sweet though. You know what I'm saying? Don't have to be the first one to get an attitude and tell them and who all got you messed up. I got it. Focus on the results you want. Do that. But that's it for me, y'all. Like I said, can't have sensitive ears with a reckless mouth. If you're going to talk the talk, be ready to hear the talk. That's all it is to it. And walk the walk. Be good or be fast, y'all. But most importantly, be mindful. Peace.